Hello everyone, for those of you who don't know, my name is Z and today I'll be guiding you through a 30-minute Hatha Yoga flow. So if you do have any injuries or concerns, please just seek medical clearance before beginning. Otherwise, just listening to our bodies as usual, and let's begin. We'll start off in a simple seated position. So whatever feels most comfortable for you, either cross-legged or on your knees, both is fine. And from here, just doing a quick body check-in. So closing down the eyes and connecting back to the breath. Breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Noticing any areas of tension or perhaps areas of ease. Taking 3 deep breaths here at your own pace. Breathing into the belly. Noticing the expansion, contraction. On the next inhale, bring the arms up through center, up above the head. Stretching long on the inhale. And exhale, releasing everything back down. This time we're going to plant our right hands on the mat and reach through our left arm. A nice little bend through the right side body. And exhale, sweeping that arm around, left hand plants on the ground, right arm reaches overhead. Inhale to reach further. And exhale, swapping sides, right hand plants, left hand reaches. Breathing as you move, 2 more on each side. Moving at your own pace. See what your body wants, what your body calls for, whether you want to move faster or slower, making the movements more fluid, matching it to the breath. When you're ready, coming back to center, taking the knees slightly wider, about slightly wider than hips width apart, and gently lowering down with control, melting the chest and the forehead to the ground in our child's pose. Breathing here for 3 deep breaths. Feel free to come back into this position at any time you need a rest or a break, and feel free to pause as well if you need to. So feeling into the expansion, your belly against your thighs. And on the exhale, we're just going to slowly walk our hands over to the right side, ever so slightly. Left hand on top of the right. Resting here for another 3 deep breaths. On the next inhale, walking the hands back through center, over to the left. Right hand on top of the left. 3 conscious breaths again. And when you're ready, slowly walking back to center, shifting your weight onto the hands and knees. Make sure your wrists are aligned with your shoulders and your knees with your hips. Taking some cat-cows here to warm up the spine As we inhale, shine the chest and head forward, tailbone lifts to the ceiling. Exhale, pushing through the hands, tucking the chin, doming the spine. Inhale here, reaching. Exhale, doming the spine into a rainbow. Continue a couple more of these at your own pace. Perhaps making the movements more dynamic. Bringing some head motions into it. Or even circling the ribs. Whatever feels most comfortable. Perhaps even bring your body in circles over the wrists, changing directions. See what feels good in your body. Think of this as a moving meditation, closing down the eyes and really listening inwards. When you're ready, coming back to center. From here, we're going to walk the hands forwards and slowly melt the chest down onto the mat. Chin can come to rest. In our puppy pose, we'll be here for 3 deep breaths. If you find that quite challenging, you can pop a block or a pillow under your chest as well for a bit more height and support. Otherwise, just breathing here. And when you're ready, slowly coming back to center, walking the hands back beneath the shoulders. On the next inhale, we're going to reach our right hand up to the ceiling, and exhale, threading the hand through between the knee and the other wrist, and allowing yourself to rest, chin to the ground. Another 3 deep breaths here in this twist. If you want a deeper twist, bring that left arm up around to hook onto your thigh, wrapping around the back. On the next inhale, unraveling, bring the left hand back on the ground and supporting yourself up, back into tabletop. This time on the next inhale, we'll reach our left hand up high and thread the needle through the arm, coming to rest on your left shoulder and cheek. 3 deep breaths here again. And if you want a deeper twist, bring that hand around the back and hooking on to the opposite thigh. On the next inhale, reaching the hand back around if you had it in a twist, pressing through the right hand, coming back into center, tabletop. From here we're going to tuck the toes. So tucking the back toes, making sure the hands, the fingers are spread so the weight is evenly grounded, and pushing through the feet, coming into a downward facing dog. Pedaling through the knees, making sure the spine is straight. You can bend into the knees as well if that helps. And from here, coming to a still, taking an inhale, we'll reach the right leg long. Exhale, hugging the knee to nose and planting or stepping that foot between the wrists. Coming into a lunge here, we're going to drop the back knee. Just shuffle that foot forwards a little and sink the hips down into a low lunge. Stretching out through the hips. Taking 3 deep breaths here. On the final inhale, shifting the weight into that left hand and reaching through the right hand into a twist. If you would like a more intense version or more of a stretch, lifting up that back knee, back foot, and grabbing hold of the outer edge of the foot. Breathing for 1, for 2, and unraveling back to frame the front foot. From here we're going to shift our weight, straightening out that front foot over our hips and our knees. Making sure to flex that front foot in half Hanuman or half splits. Breathing 2 deep conscious breaths here. And on the next breath, shifting the weight back, forwards, bending the knee. Inhale. Exhale, pushing your weight, straightening the front leg, flexing the foot. Taking an inhale here. And exhale, shifting the weight back forwards. Inhale, slowly shifting the weight back into half Hanuman. Breathing in. And exhale, coming back into Hanuman. From here, grounding through the hands, tucking through that back toe, lifting up into a low lunge, and shooting that leg back long into 3-legged downward dog. Taking the knee and externally rotating before coming back through center, planting the leg back down, going for a little pedal. Inhale here this time, lifting the left foot long, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, and hop or step that leg between the hands. Lunge, dropping down the knee, shifting the weight, dropping the hips. Breathing here, feeling the stretch. 3 deep conscious breaths. If there are any areas of tightness or tension, just imagine the breath traveling there, freeing up the space and promoting more mobility and ease. On the last inhale, planting the right hand and reaching through with the left. If you'd like more of an intense stretch, lifting up the back foot and reaching through the hands to pull that foot closer towards you. Breathing for 1, for 2, and exhale, unraveling, reframing that foot. From here we're going to shift our weight back, scooting that front heel forward slightly, coming into half Hanuman. Breathing here, 2 conscious breaths, half splits. This can be quite an intense one for some people. So really concentrate on your breath. And on the next inhale, shifting that weight back forwards, bending the front leg. Taking a deep inhale here. And exhale, shifting back into half splits. Inhale. Exhale, coming back forwards once more. Flowing between the 2 poses. Inhale again. And exhale back to half splits, remembering to flex that front foot. Inhale here one more time. Coming back into our low lunge. Pressing through the hands, lifting the back knee, shooting the front leg back long into our three-legged down dog. Taking a bend to the knee, externally rotating the hip, creating some openness and space before planting the feet back down, side by side. Going for another pedal. Taking a deep breath here. And on the exhale, slowly begin to walk the feet one by one, step by step, to meet at the back of the wrists. Coming into Tadasana, forward fold. Hanging out here for a moment, perhaps holding onto the elbows. A little shake of the head. Releasing, keeping a bend to the knees as well if you need. Inhale, releasing the arms. Exhaling. On the next inhale, hands to shin. Halfway lift. Back straight, crown of the head, pointing forwards. And exhaling, releasing back down. On the next inhale, we're going to slowly roll up with control. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Head and chin coming up last. Keeping the arms spread. Your feet grounded beneath you. Taking 3 deep breaths here in our Tadasana mountain pose. You should feel strong and grounded, feeling the pathway of weight traveling all the way along your body. Closing down the eyes as well. And on the next inhale, reaching the arms up ahead. Stretching and reaching, growing tall. Imagine your feet are roots growing into the earth and you're a tree and your arms are branches reaching for the sky. And as you exhale, taking a dive forwards, coming back into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. From here, we're going to plant the hands, stepping the feet back into downward facing dog. As we inhale here, lifting the right leg. Exhale, bringing the knee in and stepping the foot between the palms. Keeping the core engaged and making sure you have strength in the legs. We're going to lift up the hands and come up into our warrior one. Exhale here, warrior two. Arms out straight, back foot down. Inhale, reaching long. And on the exhale, we're going to reverse the warrior. Taking a deep breath in here. And on the exhale, we're going to come back forwards. Right elbow to right knee. Left arm reaches overhead. Holding for 3 breaths. Imagining your feet are pushing, spreading the mat in opposite directions. From here, we're going to come back to center on the exhale, straightening that front leg and swiveling the arms to frame the front foot. Breathing for 3 deep breaths. Gently pivoting that back foot back so that the toes, both toes are pointing in the same direction. Bending through the knees, coming back into that lunge. Firming the belly. Coming up, keeping strong in the legs. Into our warrior position. From here, we're going to do some breath work. So as we inhale, bring the arms up on the count of 6, and we'll move up 6, 7, 8, So beginning with 6, we'll go inhale on the count of 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale 6. Leaning the weight slightly forward. Inhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 8 this time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the next inhale, we're going to do another 8 count, and this time we'll hold it at the top. So inhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, hold the breath, growing a little taller perhaps. Holding, 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 and exhale, cutting the arms back down. Taking a deep breath in here, raising the arms up, and exhale, folding forwards to frame the foot. Inhale here, stepping the leg back, 3-legged dog, and planting that foot back down, pedaling through the feet. This time we're going to inhale with the right leg long, exhale knee to nose, and step the foot forwards. Left foot between the palms, firming the belly, firming the feet, lifting the arms up, coming up into our warrior, inhaling, and as we exhale, swiveling the back foot, planting the heel down. Inhale, reaching forwards, exhale, reversing, taking a deep breath in here, and as we exhale, left elbow comes to left knee, and reaching that right arm up overhead. Breathing here for 1, for 2, and on the next exhale, coming back to center, straightening up that front foot, and windmilling the arms back to frame the foot. Holding here for 3 deep breaths. On your final inhale, swiveling the back foot so your toes are pointing in the same direction as your front foot, so all parallel. And we're going to take a bend to the knee, coming back into our lunge, firming the belly, firming the legs, coming back into our high lunge, warrior. And from here we're going to continue with the breathing count, so the count of 6, 7, 8. So inhaling, leaning the chest forward slightly. Inhaling on the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now 7, counting in your head. Now on the count of 8. One more count of 8, and this time I'll hold it at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it, growing a little taller. Holding, 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 and exhale, cutting down. Now bringing the hands back to frame the feet. Taking a bend, a bounce, making sure the hands are planted, and shooting that leg back long, 3-legged dog before planting, pedaling the feet, sinking down onto the knees, big toes to touch, knees slightly wider than hips width apart, and slowly melting back down into our child's pose. Staying here for 5 deep breaths. When you're ready, slowly rolling up with control. And we're going to swivel our legs around and come to lie on our mats, gently, with control. Keeping the knees up. On the inhale, we're going to lift our hips up to the ceiling, peeling the spine off vertebrae by vertebrae. And as we exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, allowing the spine to melt back into the mat. One more time, peeling up on the inhale. Into a bridge. Exhale, releasing down slowly. From here, we're going to take the knees slightly wider than hips width apart. And we're just going to allow the knees to fall over to the right side. Taking 3 deep breaths. On the next inhale, bringing the legs back to center. Bring the knees in for a big hug, perhaps a gentle rock from side to side, before releasing the legs again, and gently this time allowing them to fall over to the right, left, whichever way was the opposite to what you did before. And breathing for 3. On your final inhale, coming back to center, lifting both legs and feet up off the ground, grabbing hold of the outside of your feet, the big toes, or the backs of your knees, and coming into our little happy baby, going for a gentle rock from side to side, before releasing the legs long and resting in Shavasana. A little meditation, relaxation, allowing your body to melt. As you inhale, feeling the breath wash up over your feet, all the way up and past the crown of your head. And as you exhale, feeling the breath wash down your body, carrying away with it any tensions or stress. And staying here for 5 deep breaths. Closing down the eyes if you haven't already. Feel free to stay here and rest in Shavasana for as long as you like. When you're ready, simply begin wriggling the fingers and toes and gently supporting yourself up to a seat. Thank you everyone for joining me today. Namaste.